Hey y'all, it's Charlene from Charlene's Crochet Corner. I just wanted to come on here and talk to y'all for a few minutes and show you something real pretty that I got in the mail. Today is Saturday, August the 29th. Tomorrow will be my daddy's 79th birthday. Tuesday will be mine and my husband Kevin, our 36-year anniversary. So, yeah, we've been married 36 years almost. And we dated 3 years and 21 days before we got married. We did not live together before we got married. The day I got married, my parents drove me to the church. And I lived about 4 minutes tops from the church that I had grown up in. And that's where we got married. And my daddy, I was in the back seat. And I had on just a pullover dress and my slippers because my gown was at the church hanging up in the parsonage. And my daddy said, "Now, Char, I know we spent some money on this wedding." He said, "But if you don't want to get married, that's fine. If you want to cancel it, we'll just have a big party." He said, because of all the food that's fixed for the reception. And I said, "Oh, no, Daddy, no. I'm ready to get married." I said, I want to get married very much. I love him very, very much. So we went there, and so I got dressed. My mom and my sister were there to help me get in my gown and get my veil on. My veil it was almost like a headband, but it kind of stood up just a little bit, and it had a rose or two on it, and then coming down the side, it had a little rose. It was really pretty. And my dress was featured in the Bride's magazine. And I can remember one day, Kevin and I were sitting on the sofa at my parents' house looking at Bride's magazines. Because we were planning stuff out, as much as we let him be involved. He really wasn't involved like today's grooms are. I mean, today's grooms want to plan everything. Well, he wasn't like that. He was like, "This is really your wedding. I'm showing up for you." So he let me plan how I wanted to do it, what I wanted it to be, the colors I wanted, that kind of stuff. So anyway, we were looking at a Bride's magazine, and I flipped the page, and there was my gown. And I could not believe it, that my dress was in a Bride's magazine. And I got my dress at a place called Jean's. She had a shop in Malden, which is about 40 minutes from me. And she had one in Greer. And so I went to the one in Greer and tried on. She had some plus size gowns, because I wasn't as big as I am now, but I was still plus size. Like, size 16 or something like that, 18 maybe. And so I tried on that gown, and it had lace on it. It had ribbons on the sleeves. It had puff sleeves. It had a long train on it. It was a beautiful dress. And then we paid to have it where you could bustle it up in the back so that it wouldn't be a train dragging all over the place. And we had a reception, and we had a line. The bridal party was all in a line where people came through and told who they were, that kind of stuff. And so we had our reception, our rehearsal dinner rather, the night before. And we got home, he brought me home and got me home probably about 10:30 or 11, something like that, because we had a nice rehearsal dinner, and I was so tired, but I couldn't sleep that night because I was excited. And the next morning I got up and I had to get up at 6:30. I had to be at the hairdresser's at about 7:45 to get my hair done for the wedding. And so I was just exhausted. And my grandmother, who they owned the flower shop in Ohio, they did all my flowers in silk flowers, except like the boutonnieres and stuff for the men. They had vans, because that's how they transported their flower shop stuff when they would do deliveries. And so when they came down, and I had been up there in June, and she was making my bouquet while I was there. So that yes, I like this, no, I don't like that, whatever. And my bridesmaids, she was making those then. We went and picked out the flowers. And so anyway, when they was coming down in August, they had big buckets, like in their cooler in the flower shop is where they would have their flowers in buckets of water in their big cooler. It was a walk-in cooler. Well, they brought the buckets with water in them and transported the flowers, because they came down, it wasn't too many days before the wedding, and she made big flower arrangements to go in the church, and on the pews, she made flowers to go there. She made the guys fresh flowers to wear. My mom and my grandmother's and Kevin's mother, all of those were like little arm corsages that they wore on their arms. And anyway, after we got married and had the reception and all, we left. Well, see, Kevin and I didn't really eat at the reception because we were, talking to people. And we had about 140 people at our wedding, which for that little church that I got married in, that was something. And my grandmother, one lady who I had done her hair ever since I was a teenager, before I ever had a license to do hair, she was coming to the wedding, and she was a few minutes late, and the aisle cloth had already been rolled out for the bride to come down the aisle, and the lady was late, and it was before I walked in, and she said, "I'm sorry, but you can't come in because the aisle cloth is already rolled out, and nobody will walk on that aisle cloth but the bride and her daddy." So I was like, "Ooh, can't believe my grandma did that." The lady could have slipped in the back or something. I don't know. But anyway, we got married and we left and went back to my parents' house and changed clothes and left his tux there, and somebody was going to get it back. One of the guys would get it back to the rental place. And we left, and we got as far as Hendersonville, North Carolina. We were going to Gatlinburg, Tennessee for our honeymoon. We got as far as Hendersonville, and I said, "I am starving." And he said, "Well, let's just go through a drive-thru." Well, he wanted Arby's, and I wanted Burger King. So we went through 2 drive-thrus. Our car was decorated, of course. And I ate my hamburger, and I had my pillow, and I laid over on the side glass of the passenger door, and I passed out. He said I was snoring. He said I was drooling. He said cars were pulling up and blowing the horn and waving, and here I am just all laid out, sound asleep. I was so tired. And so it took us about 2.5 hours to get to the honeymoon, get to Gatlinburg. And so when we got there, I was all rested and everything, and he was like, I'm tired, I've been driving. And I was like, I don't care, we're going out. So we went out and had a nice place to have dinner. And so it was really a nice time. And we were there for 5 days. So we had a great time. So, but anyway, yeah, we'll be married 36 years on Tuesday. Oh, to my happy mail. So Katie from the Naughty Knitting Sack made me a bag to hang on my hospital bed. Now, that is the most ingenious idea I have ever heard of. She came up with it, and here is my bag. And she made 4 of these little hanging loops that I can velcro the bag to my side rail here. And it's a beautiful, beautiful pattern. It's this very cute, dainty flower pattern. And on the inside is the fornicating skeletons. And this material is different than the kind she's had before. This is like a thick canvas type material, like a book bag would be made out of. And I measured it, and it was 13 tall by 16 wide, and it has a box bottom on it that is 5.5 inches across. I love this bag. It will hold lots of either projects with books, because it is very sturdy. I've hung it on the side of my bed, and she has been working on this for a while, trying to come up with a design so that she knew I was in the bed all the time, every day. I'm in this hospital bed. And so she said, because she had been talking to me for a while about a bag, and she said, I want to make you a bag. And she said, and I want it to be where it's going to help you. It will help you in your lifestyle. And I cannot believe how she has come up with this. I'll do it sideways so y'all can see. I've got 4 really nice big loops that I can make it, as tight or as big as I want it. And like I say, I love the pattern. And she's got her little logo sewed in on it. And I love these flowers. Yes, it might have a little naughty word every so often, but you have to really look hard to see it. And who's going to be at my house looking that hard? Who's going to be looking that hard? But I love the bag. I love the size. I love the feel of the material. I love everything about it. And I love that Katie thought so much about me to make me a bag that will hang on the side of my bed. That, that just speaks volumes about this girl. Speaks volumes about her. She makes many bags for many, many people. And she's made me a bag before. Gifted me a bag before. But she said this time she wanted to gift me a bag that would really help me out in my life. And this will definitely help me. Because just right here, about 12 inches from me is this side rail. And I'm sitting right here next to the other side rail so that I can have y'all on my camera thing. But I just wanted to get on here and show y'all. I've had this for a couple days. And I was going to do a video. Things happened. I haven't felt good for 2 days. I've really not felt good. I feel like I'm having a hard time breathing. And I don't know if it's because it's so hot. I've been nauseated. I haven't been sleeping good, which I don't sleep good very much at all. But I just feel like I'm having a hard time getting air in and getting air out. But my nurse will be here tomorrow, and he'll check my sats and see how I'm doing, breathing that way. And if I'm having any difficulty, then, he would get me out of here quickly. So I don't have to worry about that. I just, have to make it till he gets here tomorrow, which I will. I'll be fine. I'm just tired. I'm sure that's what it is. I'm just tired. Well, I'm not going to keep y'all any longer because this video is getting on up to 16 minutes. But I do want to remind y'all, we are still at 685. I need 15 more subscribers to do the 700 subscriber giveaway of the notions. I've got a notion pack made, and I just need 15 more subscribers. So if anybody here is watching, has a channel, if you could shout out Charlene's Crochet Corner, I would greatly appreciate it. I've had this video up. The 700 subscriber video has been up for about 2.5 weeks, maybe 3 weeks now, I don't know. And as soon as I get to 700 subscribers, I'm going back to that video, and I'm going to do the comment picker and pick a winner. So you must go back to that video and sign up for that giveaway, okay? Not today's video, not yesterday's video. I didn't do a yesterday's video. But it has to be the one that says 700 subscribers, and you'll see that in the title. Go to that video and sign up. I've had some members sign up, but every once in a while, I guess it's kicking somebody out. I don't know. So please, if y'all are not signed up, sign up. Give me a thumbs up, please, for the video, and share it. And that'll help us get there, okay? Because I'm trying to get a little bit bigger on the food chain here so I can start doing a few more things. So 700 has been my number, and if I can just get to that, then we're going to be okay, and we'll do that video. That'll be the start of what's to come, okay? So y'all have a good day. Thumbs up, subscribe. Oh, and remember, I do not edit my videos. I don't know how. I wish I had like an intro music that played before my name came up and all that, but I don't know how to do that. I sincerely don't. And I don't want to mess up my little, what do you call it? Thumbnail. I don't want to mess my thumbnail up trying to figure out how to do all that, Jasmo. But I would love to have one. So if anybody wants to help me make one up and tell me how to do it, I'll do it. I would love to do it. Because I love, like, Knit and Turnpike. I love her music. I love several people's music that's their intro, but I just don't know how to do that. So this video will not be edited. What you see is what you get, and that's the best I can do, okay? So nobody's ever said anything about it. I just wanted to bring that up. So y'all have a great day, a great night rather, and a good week coming up, and stay safe because the COVID numbers are rising, and now we're seeing it more in children. Please, please, I know that we hate wearing masks, but please protect your children. You know, these kids are too young to get their shot yet. They're doing research on it. And I'm not against the shot or for the shot. I took the shot. But I'm not going to push it on anybody else. But think about this. You know, you see, I've seen on my video, my Google feed, that, you know, the children, if your kid is sick and you take it to the hospital and they want to put it in peds ICU, somebody's kid has to die for your child to get a bed because the hospitals are full. And most of the time, peds ICU is not full all the time. So just think about that. And that's all I can say on that. So it's going to take a lot of prayers for us to get through this. Okay? And y'all have a great week. Know that I love and care about each and every one of y'all. And peace out, okay? Be safe. Be safe.